You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible. I do want to ask Kelly this. CNN has announced who their debate folks are going to be. It's going to be Jake Tapper, Dana Bash, Don Lemon. And, of course, we get the first debate, and you had Lester Holt, Rachel Maddow. You also had Chuck Todd. And then, of course, why is the name escaping me? My man from Telemundo is escaping me right now, and it's going to come to me in just a second. But how in the hell have we're going to go through two debates, and the most important constituency for Democrats are black women, and there's not been a black woman moderator as of yet?
Standing is, do they even have black, outside of Joy Reid and a couple others on the MSNBC side? I can't think of anybody off the top of my head on the CNN side.
Frederica.
Well, Frederica would work.
No, let me tell you something right now. Jeff Zucker's had Frederica Wilson stuck on weekends since he's been there. She hasn't even. They moved up all kind of other people to weekday, and so I can tell you right now, they won't be giving her a shot at doing anything.
And that's my point.
You have Nia Malika Henderson, of course, who also covered politics. But hell, you got a black woman who's a White House correspondent in Abby Phillips.
You have You have April Ryan as a correspondent for CNN as well. I don't know why they wouldn't.
No. April Ryan is a contributor for CNN.
A contributor.
She works White House correspondent for American Urban Radio Network, but she's a contributor.
And so you just kind of proved my point in that there really is no one on the CNN side to represent black women in these debates, and it's unfortunate because, like we've been saying pretty much all of this segment, black women is what's going to get the Democratic vote. And for a news station, a news network to not take us into consideration when the Democratic Party is frankly desperate for our votes, it's the disconnect is pretty astounding.
It was Jose Diaz-Ballard, of course, who was with Telemundo, was one of the moderators. Jason, again, going to you. We were just talking about diversity with Congresswoman Val Demings. The fact that the first two, you do not have a black woman in the position to be able to ask these questions. Look, yes, you had Samantha Guthrie, of course, with NBC, but look, you got a couple of you got a black woman there who's also in the mornings on the Today Show. Again, this shows the dearth of folks who are in the positions. The fact that you do not have any of them. There's no black woman who is hosting. I don't believe, and I'm trying to think right now. The only black woman who is hosting an hour show on a daily show, mornings, mid or even prime time, I believe is Harris Faulkner on Fox News.
Right. Right.
I don't believe there's a black woman. There's no black woman hosting a daily show, an hour block on CNN. I'm trying to go through right now. There's no black woman I'm going through MSNBC, and there's no black woman at MSNBC. So the only black woman. The only black woman who hosts an hour
is on Fox.
Each day is Fox News.
Right, absolutely. And I think that says a lot. And still there's a dearth. I think what you said was so important, Roland, and that is that literally they ghettoize black women in all these networks on weekends. So you get Frederica, you get Arthel Neville, you get a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of black women, including Joy Reid. They get ghettoized on weekends when we know the viewership is down, particularly on Saturdays. No one, very few people are watching news on Saturdays. And you have, not any black women. Why are there no black women on the opinion shows in prime time? There are literally none. I mean, you have some black people like Don Lemon, but that's it. So I really think news media is missing out on an incredible audience, an audience that can be very loyal, and they're completely missing out on that and ghettoizing black women into weekends, which I think is a terrible thing.
Well, again, all I'm simply saying is, and of course, ABC has a debate in September. Certainly, I hope Robin Roberts is one of the folks who's going to be asking questions there. You've got, of course, in the mornings, Gayle King at CBS as well. But it's a damn shame when you look at these cable networks. Again, the fact that would you have these major, and I can tell you right now, I mean, when I was at CNN, I remember they ran this newspaper ad showing the whole lineup of people who are going to be leading our coverage, and there were no black people, you know, and then they rushed to add Soledad O'Brien to the mix because they needed some color in the ad, and it was like, okay, so it was like you didn't think about that beforehand, but again, that's what you're dealing with here, and so again, networks, go find y'all some black women. Seriously, they exist. Well, NBC and MSNBC had one in Tamron Hall, but they replaced her with Megyn Kelly. And of course, she's going to be launching her own daytime talk show in September. Of course, we talked to her at Essence Festival, so we look forward to having the conversation with her. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. MarijuanaStock.org is another great investment opportunity. If you were lucky enough to invest in their last crowdfunding campaign, you, of course, now know that those folks are invested in a publicly traded company. They raised a ton of money in a few months, investing in legal marijuana farms. Now, of course, they have a new investment opportunity, which is as good or if not even better. I'm talking about industrial hemp CBD. For those who don't know, the hemp plant is the cousin to marijuana with a much higher concentration of CBD, which means hemp CBD gives you all the medical benefits of marijuana without getting you high. Now, until recently, hemp farming was practically illegal in the U.S. and heavily regulated by the DEA. However, the 2018 Farm Bill changed all of that, making it legal to grow hemp CBD in the U.S. and creating one of the largest commodities worldwide. They need land to grow all the plants, which makes for an incredible investment opportunity, and that's where our good friends at 420 Real Estate come in. Their business model is real simple. They buy land that supports hemp CBD grow operations and lease it to high-paying tenants. That's right, they are hemp CBD landlords. And you can get in on the action. You can invest in the crowdfunding campaign for as little as $200 up to $10,000. Like I said, you may not want to miss out on this opportunity. Go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org to get the game and to do it now. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.